Breaking news. As the world remains on edge, the United States is dealing with rising political tensions. Oil prices are surging once again, shaking global markets. The Russia-Ukraine war continues to destabilize Europe, and multiple regions across the world are facing economic uncertainty. Something else happened, quietly, almost unnoticed, not on the battlefield, not in government halls, but in the financial system that quietly controls everything. A new record has just been broken, and history has shifted, because for the first time ever, the world has officially entered a new economic reality. The announcement of the first trillionaire in human history. And yes, it is now official. According to Forbes, Elon Musk has broken the record, the world's first trillionaire.
Elon Musk has become the world's first trillionaire.
Welcome back to Wealth Forge. If you are new here, subscribe, because this is where we break down how wealth is created, multiplied, and how entire financial eras are born. And if you're returning, you already know. You are part of the 1% of the 1%, building awareness while the rest of the world consumes noise. We grow together here. Now, let's get into it. The birth of the trillionaire era has begun. 1. The moment history changed. On Friday, SpaceX began trading on the NASDAQ at $150 per share.
Civilization.
And that's what SpaceX is all about. It's to take the fiction out of science fiction.
The polarizing figure.
Catapulted by the historic market debut of his rocket company, SpaceX, the tech mogul has officially amassed 13-figure wealth. SpaceX
The result? A nearly $2 trillion valuation, and at the center of it all, Elon Musk. According to Forbes, this single IPO reshaped the global wealth hierarchy overnight. Musk's net worth surged to an estimated $1.1 trillion, marking the first time in human history that an individual crossed into trillion-dollar territory. Just a day before, his fortune had already climbed by $188 billion in hours, after SpaceX was priced at $135 per share. This was not gradual wealth creation. This was a financial rupture, a moment where markets didn't just grow, they jumped timelines.
It's a sum which seems as far out of reach for any person as the stars, $1 trillion.
9 of the top 10 are American. And the single biggest driver of wealth creation this year? Artificial intelligence. To understand how this happened, you have to understand what Elon Musk actually owns. Musk holds approximately 4.8 billion shares of SpaceX, valued at around $715 billion, plus 350 million stock options, worth about $50 billion, giving him roughly 38% ownership of SpaceX, and that is just one company. His wealth is not stored in cash. It is not a salary. It is equity, ownership of systems that scale globally. This is the new definition of wealth. Not income, but control over exponential infrastructure, from $2 billion to $1 trillion. To understand how extraordinary this is, we go back in time. In 2012, Elon Musk first appeared on the Forbes Billionaires List. His net worth? Just $2 billion. He ranked 634th in the world. At that time, he was known mainly for Tesla and early ambitions in space. Most people saw him as ambitious. Few saw what was coming. Then came the explosion. By 2021, just 9 years later, Musk became the world's richest person for the first time. Tesla's rise pushed him past Jeff Bezos, and from there, the acceleration never stopped. Each breakthrough, electric vehicles, reusable rockets, AI infrastructure, global energy systems, stacked on top of the last. Until finally, the curve bent into something unimaginable. A $1 trillion outcome. 4. Why this happened. This moment was not random. It is the product of a new type of economy. An economy driven by artificial intelligence, space commercialization, energy transition systems, platform monopolies, global data infrastructure. These are not traditional industries. They do not grow linearly. They grow exponentially. And when one person holds significant equity across such systems, wealth stops behaving like math and starts behaving like physics. AI is the new oil. The fortunes of Musk, Jensen Huang, Zuckerberg, Ellison, Page, and Brin are all being supercharged by artificial intelligence. If you want to understand where the next generation of extreme wealth will come from, don't look at what these people are doing now. Look at what their AI infrastructure makes possible in 10 years. 5. The Forbes perspective. For over 40 years, Forbes has tracked global wealth with precision. Since the first World's Billionaires List in 1987, they have documented the rise of industrial fortunes, the dot-com boom, the tech billionaire explosion, and now the trillionaire era. As Forbes deputy editor Matt Dureau stated, Elon Musk's ascent to a $1 trillion fortune represents a milestone once considered unimaginable. It signals not just personal achievement, but a structural shift in how wealth is created in the modern world. What this really means. But this story is not just about Elon Musk. It is about what becomes possible in this new system. Because once a $1 trillion individual exists, the rules change for everyone. We are now in a world where companies can be larger than entire economies. One founder can influence global infrastructure, and ownership determines destiny more than effort ever did. This raises a difficult question. If one person can reach $1 trillion, what happens to everyone else in the system? He is more than 3 times richer than the second wealthiest person on Earth. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, combined, still don't match him. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, add them all together, still short. In the past 12 months alone, Musk added nearly $500 billion to his net worth. $500 billion in 1 year. That's more than the GDP of most countries. 6. The birth of a new era. And here's the uncomfortable reality for the rest of us. The gap between these 10 people and everyone else is not narrowing. It's accelerating. The combined wealth of the top 10 grew by nearly $4 trillion in 1 year. The median global worker's salary did not. This is why this moment matters. Not because of the number, but because of what it represents. We are no longer in the billionaire era. We are now in the trillionaire era. And Elon Musk is not the conclusion of this story. He is the beginning. Because every economic era in history has had one thing in common. Once it begins, it does not stop at 1, it multiplies. And the next trillionaire is already being built. If you found this valuable, kindly do well to subscribe and hit the notification button. We do this kind of deep dive analysis every week, and share this with somebody who needs to understand how the world is actually moving. This is Nexus Forge. Stay sharp.
Elon Musk minted as the world's first trillionaire through SpaceX's Wall Street debut.